Right, finally going to do the plasterboarding, and I am going to attempt plastering, but not your typical way of plastering. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I mean. But if you haven't seen any of this stage yet, click in the top right hand corner and you'll see the previous videos. So you'll see me doing all the prep for the cabling, lighting, and then obviously building the actual frame. So on this one now we're going to actually get the plasterboard on, so let's get to it. What you want to do now is get your standing knife and just score it. Along. And then like so. First time I've ever done that. Not the neatest. Definitely not the neatest. But so I bought a rasp. First board done. Is that okay for the first attempt? That's why I've gone for the smaller boards. Trying to do that on my own would be quite difficult. Let's see if I can get a better cut this time. Can't believe how much it actually progresses so quickly. So I've now plasterboarded this side, the front, the insides and the top. What we haven't done this side yet, reason being is I was just about to do it and the missus was like, how about we have some storage holes? So I've gone out and I've bought myself a length of oak chipboard and I'll make some recessed shelves just there. So that's what we're going to do now, and then we'll plasterboard around it, put the corner beads on and then tape it, and then I will use the roll plaster that I've seen a few people using. Yeah, I've never done plastering before, so I think for first attempts it's not a bad try to use, it's not a bad thing to use. So yeah, let's build these recessed shelves in here. I never recorded that because it's so tight you wouldn't have been able to see anything. So that is going to be the opening just here. So I put a top piece, braced it as well so it'll sit across. You'll see what I mean once I build the boxes, and then done the same for that one as well. If I known I was going to do this, I probably wouldn't have had to use the 40mm ducting, because we could have just slid one of these boxes out, and then obviously you can pull any cables that you need to. So, but it's there either way. So what we need to do now is get this plasterboarded. we have finally got to the point now where we are ready for the plaster. So, angle beading on the sides, gone round there, back boxes for that. Now, for the recess shelves, I bought these plaster stops, but to be honest, I think I should have just carried on buying the corner beading. I don't know what to do yet. I have to swap that out. I'll give it a little think. So, time for the plaster. First time ever doing it. So, wish me luck. So what I'm using is this. I've never plastered before, and I thought this would be the easiest to do. You just use a roller, roll it on, and then flatten it, either with a spatula or what I have got is an ox speed skim. The good thing is with this as well is that if it ain't smooth or if it's bumpy or anything like that, you can put a sander to it and make it flat again. So it's a bit more forgiving, shall I say. So the first bit I'm going to do first is this under bit. That's going to be the hardest. So that's the first bit I'm going to do. And I'll show you how I do it. It's quite thick. Take my hat off to any plasterer out there. I tell you what, it's true what they say. It is an art as well as a skill. I've used that roll on. I wish now I attempted just proper plastering. I don't know how good or bad it looks on the camera, but that was first one. I've had to put the heaters on because that's been drying overnight and it was still damp in places, as you can see, just slightly here. Secondly as well, I've made an error. I thought, oh yeah, I'll line that up with that back box. In reality, that was not the case. I need that centre because obviously when the soundbar goes, I need it to be centre. So now I've got to cut about 20-30 mil out of there and just move it over slightly. So we'll do that first. And then I'm going to put another coat on the roll-on plaster do another coat of that, let that dry, and then I think what might be best to do is get the floor down again, get that done, and then see how we're looking at time. But the trouble is when you're just doing little hours, a couple of hours here and a couple of hours there, God, it really drags. But we're getting there. It's starting to look decent now. So I'm still waiting for the mantelpiece to come. I was gonna do one myself out of an oak sleeper, but again, it was just time, and you know, the one I've ordered off Funky Chunky Furniture or something like that. Hopefully it's going to be okay, but I think that'll come tomorrow. But yeah, so let's move this back box now. Get that find the center line, move that over, patch that plasterboard up, then give this another skim over. I've got to still do the inserts of that, finish the floor off, skirting boards, and then paint it. Now, I know with normal plaster you would do a mist coat. Now with this, do I need a mist coat? I've tried finding some information out. I would look again, but I got a feeling you might not. I think I should be able to just paint straight onto this. Let me know in the comments. Do I just do a mist coat just to be on the safe side? It's probably the best thing to do. So, what would you do? Let me know. But right, enough chatting. Let's get that moved. That is a good thing about using this Pro Roll, is that you can sand it like that. It's like a filler. So it's a lot more forgiving, like I said. I didn't record much of doing it because I lost my head. I really did. So what I'll do is I'll record a bit more of me doing the second coat. So what I've learned from doing it from the first time is don't be afraid to get as much of it on your roller and get it on that wall. So I'm doing it a lot thicker this time round, because then once you get your speed skim, you get a smoother finish. I don't know how much you saw from the time lapse on that, but we are finally done. Did actually go out and get another tub. It's still not perfect, but I think once it's dried, give it a light little sand, paint it, Worst thing is it's the same colour. You'd think it's the same colour as the walls anyway. We've currently got Egyptian cotton, but yeah, finally done it, thank God. So what I'm going to do now is tidy up, clear all this, and then finally get the floor back down. And that's probably it for today. So hope you're enjoying me build it. When you see other people make them, it just seems like they do it all in a day. Yeah. It's very dusty. That's brilliant. So the plan is now sand it down, then I'm going to put a mist coat on it, and then any imperfections on the mist coat I will then just use generalised filler, fill over that, sand it, and then we'll paint it. We've had the mantelpiece come from Funky Chunky Furniture. They've sent the wrong fixings to the wall, and it's also come slightly damaged. I can live with the damage, so I've emailed them, and hopefully I can get a discount instead of them swapping it over. So waiting for them now to hear back from them. So let's carry on sanding this and then mist coat it. What I'm using here is the Screwfix No Nonsense mist coat. This is great for this application as I don't have to water it down, it's already done for me. Roughly there. So the spotlights themselves require 68mm diameter. So I've got myself a 68mm diameter. And what we want to do now is line that up and give that a cut. Like so. Like so. There you go. Cut it there, connect that, connect that. Right, as you just seen on that then, that's the spotlights, moment of truth. There we go. Alright, so what I've done is put a white mist on. I've done the sockets, done the brush plates, and I also have done the skirting board. I thought I recorded it, but for some reason the file got corrupted. But what I'm going to do now is paint it, and then any dips or imperfections I'll go over with a filler, and then I'll give it a second coat. The filler that I'm been using is Zone FC1 filler and chalk. It's brilliant stuff. So this is for the Sonos soundbar. There was a strip the metal going across there, but obviously I need it so it sits like so. It sits out that far. And there's 2 little screws to go in the bottom. So we've decided 50mm from the top of the soundbar to the bottom of the telly. So that brings it to 43 centimetres just there. So what we want is the centre of that was 807. Get off the wall, mate. It's still a bit wet. I know you're trying to help. You got your tape measure. Is it square?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good lad.
Yes. Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
So what we want to do, mate, now, so we found the centre line on the fireplace.
Yeah.
So we want to find the centre line of the bracket, which is 48. So that makes it 24. So then what we want to do is put that on there like so. Right. So that's now level. I'm still going to go for these coach screws. Just don't have to do a pilot hole first. I think I should put a pilot hole in. Just to be fair with these coach screws. Straight through that chipboard. That's where the other 2 holes were. Like I say, literally millimetres away. And then the others are going into the actual stud. Moment of truth.